Hey, welcome to the Broad Street location of All City Tax Service. You are at the right spot at the right time. Between this office and the famous Lincoln Tax office in East Orange, Carmen and his staff has helped tens of thousands of people with their state and federal refunds, has issued hundreds of millions of dollars of refunds, and has assisted thousands of customers with correspondence letters to the IRS and the state. We are the experts on getting the right tax credits to the right people. It all starts with us understanding your situation, understanding how you lived, understanding your income, and most importantly, understanding those little tax credits that live with you respectfully. It's very important that we prepare for you a complete and accurate tax return. So with this in mind, it all starts with the intake sheet. The intake sheet will be given to you by someone in the office. 90% of you have come to this office before, so you should already be familiar with this intake sheet. This is the intake sheet. This is where it all starts. This is the basis of your complete and accurate tax return. A complete and accurate tax return will usually result with you getting the right money as quickly and efficiently as possible. We are here to help you every step of the way. You will have last year's copy of the intake sheet, and you can ask any questions you have. We want to make sure the form is complete and accurate, and that you are happy and you get exactly what you want. Your W-2s, 1099s, self-employment paperwork are all important. We can start your return with estimates and pay stubs, but we cannot pull the trigger on a refund until we get the finals. The IRS and just some common sense require that everything you tell us makes sense. You can't tell us that your rent is $1,400, but then you didn't have any income, right? It doesn't make sense. Any self-employment, any documents in reference to self-employment has to have contemporaneous record keeping and verifiable income behind it. We are here to help you with that. W-2s, 1099s, and all of those forms are matched by the IRS, so the quality of the copy and the completeness of the forms are important. To protect you, we should have the birth certificates of your little tax credits to show your relationship status with the dependents. We will always have copies if you ever misplace yours and need a copy. We should be able to provide you with one. Now, our copy might have a little information highlighted on it, but it's just for us. If you changed your name in the past, we will need support like a marriage certificate. If you're not biologically related to the dependent, then we need custody papers and other supporting documentation proving so. Again, we are doing all of this to protect you and to make sure you receive a complete and accurate tax return. If you have any documentation that supports residency for you or your little dependents, or for any income, it may not be required, but it would be a good idea to give us. We will let the IRS know that a pro examined it and that we have copies. This is a really good idea, even though not many people do it in the tax preparation industry. So the following are some other things to keep in mind for the 2023 tax season. So refunds are probably going to be down because we're not getting to catch up stimulus payments and all the other extra child tax credits that we were getting like last year, all right? So they're probably going to be down, and they're also probably going to be down because of all the generous ways the IRS allowed us to calculate the earned income tax credit. Now, if you're here, for the Jumpstart process, it's probably before December 31st, which is the application deadline for the new homestead rebate program that is COVID-19 related. You should be eligible for a $450 check or direct deposit payable in May of next year. We will also help you with that. Now, we're all scored by the IRS, just like a credit score. If you have problems with the IRS, or if you had problems in the past with the IRS, then they're more likely to ask for supporting documentation. So let's avoid all of that, and let's just keep up all the great habits and keep up the good work, okay? So you're getting your tax return prepared by a paid professional. It's super important that you keep that in mind. So your tax return is being transmitted by a certified public accountant and an ERO with fingerprints held at the IRS. Now, unlike TurboTax and all those other companies, TurboTax is a self-prepared tax return. So the IRS does not have the name of the person who prepared your return. All right? So let's say, for instance, if somebody works part-time at HelloFresh in the morning and then at nighttime they're doing taxes in the basement, I'm cool, right? Respectfully. I would much rather have a professional, right? Who do you think is going to be more likely to be audited by the IRS? A self-prepared return or an ERO or certified public accountant who the IRS knows and has spent hundreds of hours testing their knowledge and tax preparation skills? Who do you think is going to be audited? The person that works at HelloFresh, right? And then does taxes at night? That person is more likely to be audited, So we're going to just do this right. We're going to, do the right thing and let's get this money and let's go.